So, let's talk about something absolutely mind-blowing that just happened. You probably saw the headlines, they were everywhere. Big bank fire cripples financial services. It was a total disaster. People were panicking, they couldn't access their money, they couldn't make payments. The entire traditional banking system just froze. It was the kind of meltdown everyone secretly fears. Millions realized how fragile the whole system really is. But then, something incredible happened. Right in the middle of the chaos, a new player stepped onto the scene. And they didn't just walk, they sprinted. PI Bank, mostly known in niche crypto circles, suddenly went live. They launched their mainnet. Not a gradual rollout, not a beta test, like flipping a giant switch. One moment the old system was burning down, the next a brand new digital banking alternative was up and running. This wasn't just good timing, it was a statement, a massive shift in how we think about money, security, and control. Alright, you're hearing this name, PI Bank, everywhere, and you're wondering what it is. Let's get rid of the jargon. Think of PI Bank as a bank that lives on the internet, without the actual bank building. It's not owned by a single corporation. It's run by a network of computers all over the world. That distribution makes it resilient and transparent. Your current banking app is just a window into a traditional bank account. They hold the money, process the transactions, and can freeze your account. PI Bank is built on a blockchain, a public digital ledger everyone can see but no one can change. With PI Bank, you interact directly with that ledger and truly control your assets. The PI nods to something infinite and foundational, a utility for the digital economy, accessible to anyone with the internet regardless of where they live or how much they have. Bottom line, a decentralized financial network to hold, send, and receive digital money without a traditional bank. It's secure, transparent, and puts you in control. Think less like a company, more like a public service and a base layer for new finance. So what was the big bank fire? Not a literal fire, much worse, a catastrophic failure at a central processing hub that many banks relied on. Think of it as the brain of traditional banking, handling trillions daily for millions worldwide. A minor software update went wrong, corrupting data across the network. Failsafes triggered a full lockdown and froze everything. No money moved, ATMs went offline, cards declined, balances showed zero. It exposed the central flaw. A single point of failure can take down everything, no matter the redundancies. People realized their money was just numbers on someone else's server they didn't control. They needed a lifeboat. PI Bank stepped in with a model immune to this kind of centralized collapse, and it connected to Mainnet instantly. Right at peak panic, PI Bank executed its plan. They went live on Mainnet. Technical? Yes, but surprisingly straightforward. For months they ran a full-scale dress rehearsal on a testnet, processing play money and fixing bugs, like a flight simulator before carrying real passengers. Step 1, testnet running. Step 2, Genesis block created. Step 3, Mainnet activated. Step 4, nodes worldwide sync instantly. A mainnet is the live, public blockchain where transactions have real value. The launch was pre-programmed and thoroughly tested, not built in a panic. The Genesis block is the cornerstone. Broadcast once, and thousands of nodes switched from test to live. No central server to update. The data spread organically across the globe. Each node verified the block and began processing transactions. For test phase users, balances flipped live instantly, often with an airdrop allocation. They could send and receive real value immediately. No downtime, no bank opens at 9, no approvals, testnet is practice, Mainnet is the real game where progress is permanent and public. They flipped the switch on an already proven secure value-bearing ledger at the exact moment the world needed it. It was the ultimate break glass in case of emergency for global finance. Your PI Bank wallet is a secure digital mailbox. Your seed phrase, the private key, is the only key. No manager approval. The wallet exists on the network, secured by your key. At launch, an airdrop rewarded early supporters. instantly seeding a real economy. Open, send, scan, or paste, type amount, confirm. Your private key signs the transaction, a mathematical proof it's you. Nodes verify funds and signature, reach consensus in seconds, and write it to the public ledger. Self-custody means freedom and responsibility. Lose your key or seed and funds are gone. Friendlier key tools are coming, but the core principle remains: you are the bank. In banks, deposits are IOUs. In PI Bank, coins in your wallet are your property. Even during outages, QR to QR payments settle near instantly. Underserved regions can join the global economy with a phone and a connection. For the first time, you can choose a different system, not just a different bank. This competition will push banks to speed up, lower costs, and become transparent. It accelerates a truly digital economy. Creators, automation, new apps on a financial base layer. A decentralized network has no single off switch. To stop it, you'd have to stop the entire internet. If one system fails, another, fundamentally different, is ready. This is a landmark moment. Decentralization, transparency, and user sovereignty prove practical. It hands you the keys to your assets and introduces real competition. The big bank fire was the wake-up call. PI Bank's instant Mainnet was the answer. A new path, more open, more fair, more resilient, has begun.